Good morning, everyone, and welcome to the PivotBoss pre-market video for Thursday, December 3rd, 2020. I am Frank Ochoa, aka PivotBoss. Here's a look at the daily time frame of the ES. You'll see the ES is holding at these highs. The previous session, the ES finished with an inside day, and currently trading right now, we have a very narrow range of just 37% of average range over the last 10 sessions. This is 17 points. The market's been averaging about 46.5 points per day on a 10-day basis. And right now, this thing has formed a narrow range at the recent highs here. And so this is going to be very interesting here. If the market can't hold these highs here, cannot push higher, all the longs that got in here overnight, the bus gets too full here, and that's when you have to rotate back down. So again, keep an eye on this pattern here, because this high right now, if there's a failure to get above the previous session's close, 3670s here, we might begin to see a bearish outside day, especially if the previous session's midpoint gets taken out. So the previous session's mid here is the 57.5. We start to push through that level, it opens up much more weakness, and that's basically the overnight low right now, 57.5. Overall, this market remains in an uptrending market. It's very, very bullish right now, and if we were to push through the previous 2-day high straight away, it opens up a price discovery phase up where you see new prices not traded ever above 3,700. It's clear air above that zone, but it's very, very heavy up here right now, and if there's any failure to hold 57.5, we will have a bearish outside day, even if it's just for a morning, which then puts you in the PIMA trigger zone, and we might see another bounce out of there. So right now this market remains bullish, but right now very heavy at these highs. Continue to watch 3670 and 3657.5. Okay, let's take a look here at the NQ. You'll notice with the NQ an even more narrow range right here. This one right here is 23% of ADR right now. 23% of average daily range over the last 10 sessions. It's been averaging 182.75 points per day on a 10-day basis. Today, just 42 points. These 42 points have mainly traded above the previous session's close price. That's 14,462s. That's going to be an important level right there. Again, you can see the high is above yesterday's high. If it starts to fail here through 460, 455, that opens up the potential to see a bearish outside day and return to the 8-period mean. So again, right now looking heavy at these highs. That doesn't mean we can't break and continue higher, but when you get a very narrow range at the highs of a big move and at the all-time highs here, it could be a late bull trap that can then lead to some selling pressure in the near term. But right now, the fact that this thing is so strong, even if we did pull back, there could still be a great buying opportunity for a continuation higher. Let's take a look now at crude oil. Right now, CL showing a narrow range over the last 6 sessions. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 sessions here. You can see it marked here, 61% of ADR. Today, currently inside day and trading around the middle portion of yesterday's range. One thing we mentioned about yesterday, though, was if it can hold 44s, we may begin to see a bullish move that takes us into 46 to 47, and perhaps even higher into 48. And right now, we're seeing that play out. The previous day, we bounced off those 44s. We talked about higher lows perhaps developing here, and we saw 44.60 develop into a higher low, and we got new highs out of it as well. Wasn't able to extend those gains, but at the same time we were able to close above the mid there. And so for the most part, we remain in this bullish uptrend right now. You know, we're kind of right here before maybe this move occurs, and that's what's building out right now in this 6-day range. We held the 44s and the 8-period average in the bullish PIMA trigger zone. Now we may be building energy for a move to come. You can see right here on a 6-day basis, we might go about 4.68 points. That's about 470. 4 points, even from a low here. If this is the low here at 44 plus 4.5 points, that takes us to 48 to 49, and that's right in our confluence of key levels. So again, we could be looking at a very good stretch ahead. But right now, building that energy, compression right here on a 6-day range basis, about 4 to 5 points of potential range coming. And if we measure from the low, we could be looking at somewhere to 48 to 49 ahead. So we'll see if this thing can eventually break out to the upside and continue higher. Okay, let's take a look at gold futures. Lastly here, gold right now bouncing off the lows. We talked about yesterday here how bears were coming in off the 1835s in the bearish Pima trigger zone, but bulls needed to hold 1800, and if they can hold price above 1800, we have a further squeeze toward 1850 and 1875 underway. And so far, price has gotten to 1847s. 1847.40 here is the high, and that's been a very good move so far ever since it was able to find some strength here off the 70s. So again, we talked about on this day, if they can hold that zone, we might have a 100-handle bounce coming our way from 1760 to 1770 all the way up to about 1870. That could be a good move right here, and it's currently underway. And the 1800 is still very important, because right now we could see a pullback even on the next couple of days, and any pullback shy of that 1800 could still be a buying opportunity to finish this thing back toward 1875. All right, that is it for now. We'll see how this plays out heading into the rest of the session. Don't forget, we do have our 5-day live boot camp coming up next week for premium members. If you're not a premium member, you can jump on for just $49.50. You can check out the link below in the description to be a part of that. If you are a premium member, this is free for premium members. All right, looking forward to seeing you in the trading room soon. Good luck, trade well, and take care.